You know, the other day I had a friend of mine call up, and he's a consultant in chiropractic, and he asked me, he says, "Are you still promoting that decompression, CRAP?" I couldn't believe it. I go, "Well, yeah." He goes, "That stuff's dead. Don't you know that?" It's dead? Well, it's interesting. I'll tell you what's dead. People would go out and buy a table and then hemorrhage a whole bunch of money on ads that would bring people in for 15 or 20 visits, and then they'd be looking for more people again. And when the first person was out there was doing that, it worked fine. It was fine. I mean, you know, brand new idea, you know, and a new ad people hadn't seen before, and people sitting around, and you know, the first few people that started doing that, they got a response because it was a relatively new idea. But all of a sudden, in fact, one day in my community, there was 19 ads in the newspaper for decompression. All ads were the exact same, too. They all looked alike. They said the same thing. The offers were the same. And so therefore, it just dispersed people. Don't you agree that not everybody goes to doctors from advertising? In fact, in my entire career, and I've built 13 clinics, I have probably done a handful of advertisements in my 30 years. I've learned how to promote and market my clinics years ago in such a way I was able to have 13 of them. So getting new patients was never my problem. And when I added decompression, I did newspaper ads, I did radio, TV, all those things. In fact, for me, TV was what I called the out-of-work homeless referral society, because pretty much that's what I got off TV, were people that were watching TV, I guess, in the middle of the day. So in different areas, people got different results. The truth is that decompression is phenomenal. Decompression is an awesome thing for your practice, and knowing how to market decompression within your office is the secret. Learning how to market decompression within your community is also the other secret. But buying decompression in a bunch of ads is not the way to go. When I first got into decompression, I was amazed, you know, at the amount of patients that were coming, you know, in and having crazy problems that were getting better. But what I noticed that was funny was the way people were marketing it, number one. Number two, the way they were setting their businesses up. Chiropractors, medical doctors, and different people that were using decompression, when I was first looking at it, they were actually setting up separate corporations for their table. They called it a business within a business. I thought that was nuts. That would be like a massage therapist having, you know, one business, and in the other room you got another therapy, it's another business, and you have another therapy down the road, it's another business, all under the same roof. I mean, or like a retail store. Every department's a different corporation. It's crazy. So people got kind of, I don't know, they got their minds off when decompression came in. They started doing things that were different. First of all, a lot of people were having problems in practice, and they were starting to promote high fees now with decompression. They were having a hard time selling chiropractic at a lower fee, $1,000, $2,000 for a case, and all of a sudden they walked in and started selling $6,000 cases. And what happened was, people didn't get results. So it wasn't the money, it wasn't the marketing, it was pretty much the idea that we have to communicate to the public what we have, and that's what we do. That's what I've always done. So I was very impressed with the results of decompression, and I was a little bit disenchanted, I guess is the word, with the way people were going about it. So decompression is not dead, but the application of the way to promote your practice is deader than a doornail. I mean, newspapers are going out of business right now. You know, I've totally changed all of my marketing from 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, to a whole different level, and we brought that in now for our decompression program. So we have to adapt to the way the world's turning. The world's different right now. We're having, you know, a so-called recession. Well, the truth is right now, unemployment's back up again. We're down to 8% throughout the country. Where I live is 12%, California, but throughout the country, 8%. Yet, even though the income's coming back, the discretionary spending is still down. People are not spending their money. People want to know what they're buying. They want to be involved in understanding where their money's going, because, quite honestly, they're bewildered and confused about what happened to their money. Some people had pension plans that are gone now, and so now when they're spending money and they have it to spend, they want to know why they're spending on it. So what we did in our clinics, we followed what I call a guerrilla tactic. We actually have a system that we go out in the community and bring in tons of new patients. Last Monday night, one of my clients called me up and said he got 21 people that signed up to come in for a consultation for an examination. You know, so we're still getting those types of numbers. We had an advertorial little program that we used. In 2005 we started this thing. It's 2011 right now. We're still using it, getting 20 to 30 new patients a month into the office every month off this one little program. You know, so I love decompression, and I also love chiropractic, and I've learned how to blend the two. Decompression should not be a separate business. Decompression is a technique. Decompression is part of what you do in your practice to add to your abilities to get sick people well. That's the thing. It's not just looking out for cervical pain and lumbar pain, but basically it's a way to enhance the body. In fact, I even tell my patients when they come in with a disc problem that the disc is not their problem. We got technology now to get them out of pain. We have technology to make them feel better quicker, but quite honestly, the problem you're having is you've lost your normal spinal biomechanics. And when your body's not functioning properly, it causes undue stress in areas which cause those discs to bulge. So therefore, we're going to use the decompression to get your disc functioning again, and then use full body realignment to bring your body back into a rehabilitative state. We always promote decompression in our practice, as a corrective care program. So building a decompression practice is easy. We developed a very successful system that brought people in the office. I call them A, acquire, C, connect, and T, transform. We acquired new patients. We converted them into patients under our care, and then transformed them into lifetime wellness patients. We have a lot of people in some of our offices right now. They have 1 and 2 tables full just on maintenance care. So the idea that some people have tables sitting in their offices collecting dust, to me, is a crime. At our seminar, I'm going to show you what we did to develop and maintain the compression in your clinic. And I promise you this, my ideas will be a little bit different. I am a little bit different. Having had 13 clinics, I have looked at the business of chiropractic a lot different than a lot of people. Running personality, single doctor personality practices is wonderful, but when I had 13 clinics, I had to learn a system that would adapt for everyone. I had a lot of doctors right out of school working for me. How are those people going to be able to bring a patient in, convert them, and get them under care without a good system? But we made it work. So because of, at the time, popular strategies brought to the table by marketing gurus that made promises of $30,000 to $50,000 additional a month with no additional work, come on. I mean, if we believe that you can actually add $50,000 to your practice each month without any additional work, that's crazy. I mean, I got some great land for sale, I guess, if people want to believe that. That's just greed. Nothing in, who did you get $600,000 business with no work? But I'm going to show you successful strategies that will actually work. So decompression rocks. It does. I love it. I just installed one in one of my clients' office just the other day and trained him on it. He's already got 5 people on it in the next 2 days. I got so many chronic patients better in my practice that it got me excited again about practice. I was seeing the sickest of the sick. I mean, people coming in with hardware, and one woman had Harrington rods, and she was so fed up for 5 years with Harrington rods, she went and had them removed, and brought them to us to prove it. We x-rayed her again, obviously, but to get under care, under decompression, and she got better. She's thrilled. These things are fun. And so I want you to start having fun again. What I want you to do right now is I want you to, there should be an arrow on this page somewhere, so maybe it's over there. There should be an arrow that says register now. I want you to register and come to our next seminar. I guarantee you get reignited. If you're doing decompression now, you're going to get reignited. If you're not doing decompression but you want to, but you heard it's a bad thing, you come and hear from us and learn how to do it right. Now's the best time. So in June, right here in Dallas, we're going to have a program. I want you there. If you don't think it's the best thing you've ever done, you come up to me and say, dude, it wasn't for me. I'll give you your money back. I don't want your money. I want to see our profession thrive. I want to see your practice thrive. This survival area for chiropractic is over. Healthcare in 2013 is a $7 billion a day business. It's time for ours. Come to the seminar, get excited, I'll see you in June.